Optimus Magnum.
What's good, YouTube fam? My name is Optimus Magnum, otherwise known as Tony. Welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to my little series that I'm doing of all the games that I want to play in 2021 that I want to play. I don't know if I'm going to be able to play, but I definitely want to play, and I want to dive into and stuff like that. But real quick, I do have an announcement to make. I've been trying to stream on YouTube, and I've gotten some copyright claims on pretty much every stream that I've done so far. I think I've done like 2 or 3 streams. Actually, I've done 3 streams. 2 streams were copyrighted and 1 was not. The one that wasn't was, believe it or not, Apex Legends. So I'm kind of figuring out this whole streaming thing when it comes to YouTube. And basically for what I do in my content, which is I want to stream retro games. I want to be able to stream some older stuff, basically games that have they're based on movies and stuff like that, or TV shows. So it's going to be hard for me because they're going to, all this music in these games I can't really take out because it kind of ruins the experience. But what happens is I'm going to get copyright claims on those, so I'm going to have to take my stream and basically go to Twitch. I'm already on Twitch. I'm already an affiliate on Twitch, so I'm going to stream there permanently from now on, and I'll basically make videos letting you guys know that I'm streaming on Twitch, and for you guys to go over there and check me out, show some support over there. And the link will be right here basically for my Twitch. Feel free to follow me there, and then click the notifications on there so that you guys know when I'm streaming also on there. You guys get a little email or a little notification on a text or whatever, and that way you guys can check me out when you want or when you see me on. Also, thanks again for all the support, and I just want to make sure that you guys always like, comment, and subscribe, and click the notification bell too for that, for YouTube, so that way you guys know when I'm new videos coming out, or things are in updates on what's going on with my channel or what's going on with Twitch and everything else. All right, cool. So let's dive into it. These are the video games that I want to play in 2021. And for this one, we're going to do the PS3. Now, I do not have a way to record the PS3 or stream it right now. I do have a way to stream it, but I don't want to go through the hassle of it. What it needs is, I used to have an Elgato, the old original, and the original had an adapter that basically can plug into the back of the PS3 and then into the Elgato, and you'll be able to stream or play PS3 games, stream, play, and record PS3 games through the Elgato, the original one. I do not have that Elgato anymore, and I can't find it. It's really expensive online, and I'm not paying $150, and what these people are price gouging to get that again. So basically, I'm gonna hopefully find it in the wild, as in like yard sales or garage sales or somewhere else. Maybe if I get lucky and find it there, and I'll be able to record on there. Or I can use an HDMI bypass, and it's basically an HDMI splitter, and you use that on I have original Elgato hardware also on my old PC. It's a PCI slot 1. It's just an Elgato HD60, but it's like the PCI slot version, and you can use that and then use a splitter and then run it through there to record. But it's kind of a hassle, and I really don't want to deal with that because it kind of ruins the gameplay too, because sometimes it lags and the gameplay is off from the sound. So you're kind of messing with stuff when you use split signals and stuff like that. So that's why I want to get an Elgato for that. But moving on, these are the games that I want to play for the PS3. So I'm going to be playing these if I can get to them. I won't be able to get to all these because there's a lot of games here, because I have a lot of collections here of PS3 stuff. And by collections, I mean the actual HD remaster collections of games, or collections of games in general, like for the PS3. You'll see when I show you here. First one is Tomb Raider. Right there. Tomb Raider Trilogy. This one has Tomb Raider Legend, Tomb Raider Anniversary, and Tomb Raider Underworld. Now, I haven't played a Tomb Raider game since the original on the PS1. And it was a real cool game. I beat it. It took me a long time. I remember it being really difficult, and I really just never played a Tomb Raider again because I got into other games. And mostly, like I said, I played sports games when I was a kid. That's what I was into. And this one is a game I want to dive into. It's a different art style. It's a different kind of Tomb Raider. I've heard many good things about this. My buddy, one of my really good friends, my best friend, actually told me that he played this and he really loved it and enjoyed it. And I watched some Metal Jesus videos on this as well, his collections, and he really enjoyed this as well. And I follow a lot of the games that he plays. He plays a lot of weird stuff that I would probably never play all the time, but when it comes to the big name titles and stuff like that, I really like and value some of those opinions. But cool game to play. I'm gonna try one of these out, see how I like it, and then I'll move on to the others if I like the first one. Cool. The next one is a game that I've watched my buddy stream, or not stream, my buddy record and play. He posted on his YouTube channel. You can check him out. I'll put it down here, his link as well. He hasn't made videos in a long time, but his videos are still there for you to watch. And if you ever want to see a really good gameplay of this, feel free to check it out. It's Sly Cooper, Thieves in Time. And I also have the Sly Collection. It's actually still sealed, as you see here. I've never opened this. For some reason, these games are worth like a lot of money. Like, you have to pay like big money for these. I got lucky and found these, but like you have to pay some big money to get some of these games sometimes, because these PS3 games are cost us, especially during the pandemic. These games are costing a lot of money to play or to buy. But I'm gonna talk about the Thieves in Time one. These games are really, really cool. I watched actually that whole series that he played in. I had never heard of Sly Cooper until I saw his videos of him playing it, and I watched that whole series. It was so cool, the gameplay, the art style, and just the whole, like the way they talk and the dialogue and everything. It was funny. It was an entertaining game. It was just really cool. So I'm dying to dive into this, and I also want to dive into the originals and play those if I ever get the nerve to actually open the wrapper. I don't know. Sometimes with these sealed games, I don't want to open the wrappers just because I know they're worth a lot, and I don't know. I just don't want to do it, but I might just have to just dive in. So the next one is Resistance. This is Resistance Fall of Man. I have them all here. This is Resistance 2 and Resistance 3. Now, I beat Resistance Fall of Man. It was, I think, one of the original launch titles with the PS3. Like it came out pretty much right after or during. I'm not sure, but I played this. It was really, really fun. That's when I was starting to get into shooters. I was into Call of Duty. I was into a lot of stuff, and that's when I decided to play this, and it was really, really good. It was a really good game. Very underrated game if you haven't played this before. Basically, you're fighting a whole race of aliens, and it's almost like based in like old times, like old World War times, but you're still fighting aliens. It's really cool. And then there's Resistance 2 and Resistance 3, which I've never played, which I would love to dive into, that I just never got around to getting to. Basically, I've had these games, but never got around to it. So series that I definitely wanted to, because I love shooters. I love playing Call of Duty, Battlefield, Apex, games like that. So I love my shooters. I love playing, especially like the campaigns and stuff like that. So this is going to be really fun. The next one is the God of War Collection. Now this one has still has the actual price on it, but this is God of War and God of War 2. And then there's the Origins Collection, which was on the PSP, but they remastered it for the PS3, and it's Chains of Olympus and Ghosts of Sparta. And then there's God of War 3. Now you can play this on the PS4, and I probably play this one on the PS4, but the other ones are PS3 exclusive, I believe. And well, obviously PS2 for these games, but they were remastered in HD for the PS3. But God of War is a game that I picked up, played, loved it, and I never beat it. I got stuck in I remember this like clear as day. I got stuck. I put it down. I went back a couple times, played it, still was stuck. I started playing Madden or something else, and I just never went back to God of War. I don't know what it was, or I don't even remember the level I got stuck in. But I just remember getting stuck, putting it down, getting frustrated, and just I don't know what happened. I just never came back to it. And let me know if you guys do this. Like, I have this problem. This is, for me, gaming is tough sometimes because I want to pick up a game and I want to just beat it. Like, I want to beat it, but I don't have that drive to beat the game on like the hardest levels, on like the most like insane difficulties. I just want to beat the game. It's about like the story for me, playing through to the end. So like when I stream a game or when I play a game, I usually put it on easy or normal. I won't put it on the hardest setting because I want to go through the whole game, enjoy the story, enjoy the gameplay, and just, you know, beat it from there. But I for some reason, if a game has only like a one set difficulty, or that has like, if there isn't, or if you beat it on easy and you're actually not playing to the actual end because you're playing on easy, it's hard for me because I don't want to play it on a harder level to end up getting frustrated and then put the game down. That's the whole part of gaming for me that's difficult, and why I have a hard time finishing games sometimes. Let me know in the comment section if you guys had that difficulty too, because I know I had that difficulty when it comes to games for me. But another game I want to play is Jak and Daxter Collection. This is 3 games. I can't read them probably. It just says Jak and Daxter, Jak 2, and Jak 3. So these are 3 that I've heard. I've never touched them, never played them, and I've always heard really good things about this. I had a PS2 forever. PS2 is one of my favorite consoles, right up there with the Sega Genesis and the Xbox 360. PS2 was really fun. But mostly fun for me for sports. Like I played sports and Gran Turismo a lot on it when I was a kid. I just loved those games at the time. Those are the type of games I played. So I never really got into this, but I'm into these now. So these are the kind of games I like now to play. I want to dive into stories, and I've heard this is a really good story and also comical and also entertaining. So that's what I like. And if, like I said, if I get that Elgato, I'll be able to actually stream these for you guys. The next one is Prince of Persia Trilogy. Now this one has Prince of Persia Sands of Time, Prince of Persia Warrior Within, and Prince of Persia The Two Thrones. I've beaten the first one, Sands of Time. I actually beat the first one on the original Xbox. I never did own this for the PS2. And the other 2 I never played. So I've always wanted to get back into this. Prince of Persia was a fun game. I used to play this on the actual Super Nintendo, on that version, the original Prince of Persia, where it's like more of a platformer and you're doing stuff like that. But the Prince of Persia Sands of Time, that was a dope game. Such a cool game. It was really hard to get through everything, but I actually managed to do that and beat that with the help of my buddy, my best friend actually, who showed me how to get through some of the levels. I believe he also has that gameplay on his channel. I have to figure that out, but I believe he has gameplay on his channel of the Sands of Time and stuff like that. So very cool game, and definitely want to play this over again and then play the other 2, because Prince of Persia is a fun series. All right, and the last one I have is a huge collection. So this is the Ratchet and Clank collection. So this one has 3 games right here, and the 3 games are Ratchet and Clank Going Commando, and Ratchet and Clank Up Your Arsenal. And then there's like tons of other games for Ratchet and Clank. Plus they have other games too on the PS2. I believe I have some back there, but that's when we do the PS2 one, I'll put them up there for that. But there's Ratchet and Clank Future Tools of Destruction here. Then there's Ratchet and Clank Into the Nexus. I've heard this game is not as good as the other ones. A lot of people are not high on this game, but I'm willing to play it just to try it. Ratchet and Clank A Crack in Time. It's another game that a lot of people didn't like, apparently. They weren't that great. And then there's Ratchet and Clank All for One. Now, this is the game, I actually played this game. I have a good memory of this game. This game is kind of dear to my heart because this is kind of like the last game I played with my daughter when she was a teenager. For those of you that are fathers, you know that feeling of when your kids grow up and they don't really want to spend as much time with you anymore. They don't want to do things with you because they want to hang with their friends. They want to do stuff and they want to, you know, do their thing. And, you know, being with dad is not the coolest thing anymore. But she came over. She didn't live with me. She does not live with me, my oldest daughter. She lived with her mom. And I'm married now and I have 2 other kids with my wife. But this one's dear to me because, like, I lived down the street from her high school and she walked to my apartment on that day. I was streaming this game and she came over and she played it with me, and I actually still had that stream, those 2 streams saved on my Twitch. It was just a fun experience, good time, and a memory that I'm never gonna forget of her playing those games with me. And it was just, I don't know, playing video games with your kids or being able to have fun with them and just laugh and joke around, even if you don't finish a game or even if you don't, whatever. It's just the idea of just spending time with your kids and enjoying life and enjoying games with them is just so much fun. Anyways, so that's a good memory. But I want to talk to you about 4 other games, basically. These are all honorable mention games. And the first one is the Uncharted series. I have Uncharted 1, 2, and 3. Now, I beat 1. I've never actually beaten 2 or 3. I've played them, but mostly the multiplayer online play them with my buddy. We used to do co-op stuff on it with it, or we just played the online multiplayer team deathmatch, which is, by the way, no longer. I think the servers are done. But this was a fun series and fun game to play. But the reason I'm saying it's an honorable mention is because I had these for basically the HD collection of these for the PS4. Now, if you play the PS4, you'll know, if you have a PS4 and a PS3, you know there's obviously a graphical difference. So having these remastered, sometimes remastered is not always that good either. But for this case, I know that it looks really good on the PS4, and I have a PS4 Pro. So if I'm gonna choose which system to play this on, I'm gonna obviously pick the PS4. But it doesn't mean that this is not good on the PS3. You're still getting the same gameplay. You're just getting something visually different. But this is a great series, and I wanted to make sure I put it on here just for honorable mention because it's something I do want to play again, but I'm probably gonna play it on the PS4, not the PS3. So, and the last but not least, actually for honorable mention, Heavy Rain. This is another one that's on PS4 remastered, and I want to play it for that as well. I've played this a couple times and beat it. I've gotten basically 2 different endings, but I think there's, don't hold me to this, there could be 14 different endings. It's either 14 or something, but you guys can let me know in the comment section how many different endings there are to Heavy Rain if you played this. But this is so amazing. This is probably one of my favorite games that I've completed in this kind of genre of games, like this kind of LA Noire style of game where you just, everything's so realistic looking, and the dialogue and the conversations you have and the decisions you have to make are so cool. I love this game. So it's just a great epic game to play, and I definitely want to play that on the PS4. But if you don't have a PS4, play it on the PS3. It's just as good. It's still the same gameplay, like I said, just not as great graphically, which at the time when I was playing the PS3 and the PS4 didn't exist, looking at that is still amazing. It was amazing to just see that. You're like, whoa, this looks so real, and it was in 1080p. It looks amazing. Imagine what it looks like in 4K, you know, now. So that's why I want to look at it. But very, very cool game. So thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate you guys as always. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't yet, and also click that little notification bell that'll let you know when I'm streaming, or when a new video comes out, or when I'm streaming on Twitch, because I'll put the video out here to let you guys know to go to Twitch. Also, thanks for all the support. I really, really appreciate it, guys. And also, don't forget to leave your comments. Let me know what games you're playing for the PS3 in 2021. Let me know if there's any recommendations for me to play that I just might have skipped, or games that I might not have, that maybe games you suggest I pick up and play because they're really, really cool. They're dear to your heart. Let me know why they're dear to your heart and why you like playing those games. And also let me know in the comment section what future games you want to play or want to see me stream, maybe for the PS3 or for another console or things like that. I love games, guys. I love video games so much. I love talking about them. It's really fun. And I just love sharing these thoughts with you guys. So let me know in the comment section. Cool? All right. So for Optimus Magnum, I'm signing out as usual. Peace, y'all, and happy gaming.